What's good everyone, Retoro here. Today we're going to be doing something quite new on the channel. We're going to react to a video I found on YouTube called Premdaremy is Mid. Judging by the title, it's already gonna be good. Let's get into that juicy goodness, you know what I'm saying? Let's spin dash right into it, let's go!
So there's like this Sonic YouTuber that I particularly watch like all the time. I watch him.
Ooh boy, I wonder who that could be.
All the time. His name is Premy with the Remy. But
if only his name was Premy with the Remy.
Is very annoying as well. Like I only watch him not because I like him, but because he has like all this new Sonic information, and
low-key, we both share the same reason on why we watch Premdaremy, but at the same time, does he know there's other sources out there?
I am a Sonic fan, by the way, just to let you know that.
Let's go! I'm also a Sonic fan, but I'm not just a Sonic fan, I'm the Sonic fan.
Pretty much this dude talks about Sonic, but there's this one thing, like this one, he pissed me off so much. Like he's a Sonic YouTuber, but he's always so negative towards it for some reason.
He's not wrong about that. Premdaremy is very negative and very nitpicky towards Sonic, and it is pretty annoying, but at the same time, it is his opinion though.
Damn, Sonic fans have their reasons to be upset, but like this dude is just so negative about everything. And I hate how he always says mid. I actually hate anyone who says that word mid. Like it's so aggravating, like it's mid. This is mid. And then I hate when they like put mid in front of the name. Like,
I'm sorry, but didn't he put Premdaremy is mid on the title? But didn't he put mid on the title? Like, I know I have vision problems. I know I'm blind and I have to wear glasses. Like, let me put my glasses on right now, but doesn't his title on the video right here says Premdaremy is mid? Like
when they say mid, but it's like in front of something. For example, like Fortnite, when they say like midnight, like that shit is so aggravating. Like,
I'm like, to be honest, I never really liked Fortnite in the beginning. I didn't really see the hype for it at all, but then later on when they added a mode called Zero Build, that's when I started playing and that's when I started having fun, because you know, the game is not fun when you shoot at someone and they start building an Eiffel Tower on your ass.
Wait a minute, midnight? Why does that sound correct? Anyway, this dude is always so negative towards Sonic. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to, he's always talking about how the Sonic games are not difficult. Now,
here we go. The games are not difficult. Oh, meta era this, meta era that.
Are we talking about a God of War game or a Dark Souls game, or are we talking about a Sonic game? Like he really gets upset that a Sonic game is not hard. Like, it's a Sonic game, what the heck? Now I get it, like the very first Sonic game is hard, but like that's just old school games. Every game is hard back then. But like, you know,
okay, let's not pretend that hard Sonic games don't exist and that there weren't some type of difficulty going on when it came to like Sonic games in general. Like Unleash, Eggman Land, that shit was hard. Fucking Team Dark in Sonic Heroes, that shit was hard.
You know how the new Sonic Ultimate like remaster came out and like they added like a thing where Tails save you if you fall? Not even just Premy with the Remy, like everybody gets upset at that shit. Like, it's funny to me. It's like, oh, that makes the game easy. I mean, not really. If that really bothers you, don't fall. Like, the whole point of the bottomless pit is to not fall in it anyway. So it's like you're getting the same consequence, really.
Okay, so he's actually wrong about that, because back then, during the 2010s, and Sonic Colors first came out, there were lives, and that every time you were to die or fall off in a bottomless pit, you would lose a life. And if you lose all your lives and then die again, you can get a game over. But the thing is, in Sonic Colors Ultimate, that's not possible. You can't have a game over anymore. They took lives out.
Like, if you fall, you're gonna die and you're gonna get upset. And if you fall Tails is gonna save you and you're gonna get upset. Like, it's pretty much the same consequence at the end of the day. And
Again, that's actually wrong. They took the consequence away because you can't get a game over. There's no lives in Sonic Colors Ultimate, and when there is no lives, you can basically die as many times as you want, jump off the bottomless cliff, and there's no consequence about it other than that you won't get a good rank at the end of the level.
he talks about no momentum, no momentum.
Oh god, guys, he said the forbidden word. He said the M word, everyone. He said the forbidden word. Oh my god! Press the red button. He said the M word. He said the forbidden word.
It's a Sonic game, bro. Like, it's a Sonic game. I don't understand. It's not.
Does he know that all Sonic games, and if not all, then most Sonic games have momentum in it?
Not Sonic Adventure or Sonic whatever the fuck is Sonic Frontiers. Like, he likes to complain about how this dude goes up the rail. Like, does it really matter? Does that really slow the game for you because he goes up the rail without fastness?
To be honest, it really doesn't matter because 90% of the time you're going to be boosting in Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is still a boost game, and most of the time you'll be getting speed by boosting.
Like, it's not a glitch. It doesn't ruin the gameplay experience. It really doesn't. Like, seriously, it might even, if it was like how you wanted, it probably would hinder the gameplay experience because it's like, bro, I can't get momentum to go up the rail.
That's not actually true because the boost button exists.
You're just gonna complain about everything. And then this one last thing this dude talks about is like, I'm gonna get the modders to fix the game.
Hold on, the Sonic modding community goes crazy.
Oh my god, that shit pissed me off so much when he says that. Like, just look at this clip.
I guess it's interesting, and if it's stupid, I guess there'll be a mod to put the hone attack back on the regular button attack, right? So maybe Frontiers will actually make sense and they'll justify it, but again, it's coming to PC. If I don't like it, modders will change it, right? Like, look.
That clip was more than just blurry.
If I don't like the music, I'm just gonna get a mod that fixes the music. If I don't like the button layout, I'm just gonna get a mod to fix the button layout. If I don't like how Sonic looks, I'm just gonna change him with a mod.
I get the point, but he's not really the only person that does that. Like, half or not most of the modding community does that.
Alright, do you want the game or you want a fan game? Like, which one do you want?
Neither. He basically wants a Sonic game that's perfect to his standards, which is unrealistic and will never happen.
It's like this dude is excited for the game, but is being negative and calling the game mid, but still makes like 3 videos every day about it. Like, what the fuck do you want? Do you want the game or you don't want the game? Is the game mid or is the game good? I don't fucking know. This nigga sucks, and he always says, Premdaremy I'll.
Alright, so yeah, that's basically the end of the video, and all I want to say is that, yeah, Premdaremy can be, like, very annoying, because, like, he's so negative, so nitpicky towards Sonic all the damn time, but at the same time, there's a lot more SonicTubers that do news stuff other than him. There's a lot more sources you can watch other than him. Anyway, we're not actually done here, because we have more videos that we're going to look at that he has on Premdaremy. So this next video we're going to be looking at is called Premdaremy Videos Be Like.
Alright, so as you already know, we got a ton of news in June for Sonic Frontiers. We got the gameplay we all wanted to see for 2 years now, even though it was pretty mid. Now, Game
Oh lord, I see where this is going. I know exactly what he's doing.
Informer keeps dropping all these articles with tiny bits of new news, but stretching out all the old news, even though I make a video about it every day. So if you're new here, please subscribe and hit that bell. We are trying to hit 100k subscribers and hopefully 70k before Sonic Frontiers comes out.
Alright, so he's not wrong. He's actually spot on. This is exactly what he sounds like. This is exactly how his videos go almost every time when I watch Prem. This is exactly how he sounds like.
So you already know the gameplay that we got from IGN was very, very mid, but I keep using it as the background video in every video I make now on Sonic Frontiers.
That's actually pretty true. He kept reusing the IGN gameplay on Sonic Frontiers. To be honest, I think like Almost every SonicTuber I've watched have been using the IGN gameplay in the background every time when they make a video about Sonic Frontiers back in the day.
So every recent Sonic game that came out in the 2010s was very mid because there's no momentum and the games are just easy as heck. Even though Sonic Adventure was very hard and had so many momentum.
Again, he's pretty spot on about it. To be honest, I think Premdaremy is basically the main person that was most vocal about the meta era being mid. Oh, it's trash. Oh, it's too easy, basically. And then it started the whole trend with everybody wanting to dunk on the meta era so damn much, and it's really annoying.
But yeah, we keep getting these long ass interviews and long ass articles about the game on the same information we get every day, but we keep scrounging for that little bit of new information so I can make a video on it.
Damn, I don't think that was just a stab at Premdaremy. I feel like that was just a stab at people that does like Sonic news stuff on YouTube in general. Holy shit.
But let me know in the comments, are you still excited for the game? Shout out to all my channel members. Please like, subscribe. Please subscribe to the non-Sonic channel. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premdaremy out.
Alright, so that was the end of the video, and all I gotta say is that man's Premdaremy impression is spot on. Like, was just on the money. Like, I can't complain. Anyway, we're gonna watch his third video. Alright, so this next video is called Premdaremy Has Ruined Sonic for Everyone.
Counters.
The way they keep mixing the 30 FPS footage with the 60 FPS footage is kind of jarring, I'm not gonna lie, because the 60 FPS footage
Why are you looking so hard, Prem? Why are you looking so freaking hard, Prem? Why are you focused on that? If you see that, if you notice that, you probably looking at the game for the wrong reason, bro. That's what's jarring, huh? That's what's jarring.
Well, that was one hell of a start. I have to say, that's all I gotta say. That was one hell of a start.
If you thought you was finna get a video about just me complaining about Premdaremy for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what I thought. Like, that's exactly what I thought I was getting myself into clicking on this video, that you were going to start complaining about Premdaremy for a few minutes.
You are mistaken. I just did
Damn, I guess I've mistaken.
that because that's pulls in views for me. Putting Premdaremy in the thumbnail and the title gets views for me. I talked about him for a second. It's not clickbait, but it is.
I don't know, chase that bag, my nigga. I mean, keep up with the grind. If that's what works, keep going, I guess.
What I really want to talk about is the Sonic base in general, about Sonic Frontiers, bro. Sonic fans and Premdaremy probably don't even know what the fuck they want from this game, bro. I don't know.
He's not really wrong on what he says about that when it comes to Sonic fans not knowing what they want within a Sonic game. Twitter, Sonic Twitter, Sonic Twitter. Damn, I think I'm catching a cold. Sonic fans, hardcore Sonic fans, hardcore Sonic fans. Damn, I think my cold is getting even worse. Premdaremy. Gamer Guy 7 Aces. Gamer Guy 7 Faces. Damn, I think I'm gonna get some cold medicine after this video.
So much about how everything just looks so bad in the game, but I'm still making countless videos, countless comments and stuff about the game, saying I pre-ordered the game, oh, the game is this, the game is that, but you're talking shit, but you're excited for the game. Which one is it? What do you want? What do you want?
They don't know what they want. I know what I want. I want a good Sonic game, basically. That's about it. That's all I could ask for, is a good Sonic game, and we've gotten plenty of good Sonic games over the years. So I'm happy, but they don't know what the hell they want. They don't.
Gameplay that gives you the freedom to
So we're seeing a bit more platforming here, which is what I've been asking to see.
Yeah, because Sega showed that, because you've been asking for it, Prem. Sega revolves around you, boy. They showed that because you've been asking for it. Shut your...
I really thought he was gonna say shut your bitch ass up, but then it perfectly cut it. I also wanted to comment on the whole thing about what he said about Sega revolving around him and all that. Cause it's crazy, cause what he said was basically right. Like, we talk so much shit about the meta era, even though I don't, but Thing is that most Sonic fans would talk shit about the meta era so much, but never realized that we the fans basically created the meta era because Sega listened to us, the fans, and that's what we got. This is what we got in return, the meta era. I could go more in depth about it, but this is not the video for it. And if you guys want that type of video, then tell me down below in the comments below what I'm saying. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying. Smash that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying. Smack that bell, you know what I'm talking about.
We got a lot of gameplay leaks and official gameplay for the Sonic cyberspace levels, right? They're good. I don't think they're the best they could be after all these years. Like, I feel like they should have learned, but they're good. Honestly, they're good. In my eyes, they look good. But the main thing I see complaints about is how, oh, Sonic Frontier cyberspace levels look so slow. They're so open and full of nothing. Just look at this gameplay from Sonic Frontiers, the cyberspace.
Okay, so I don't think anybody took the time to step back and think that the game wasn't out yet, and that that's not the final product of the game, and that as soon as we get the game, that is going to be much different than what we've seen from like videos from IGN and what like Sega have shown us during like the Sonic Central and all that. Like, has anybody like thought of that or anything like that? No, I'm the only one. Damn.
Okay, you see that? And people are complaining. It's open. All right. If you're one of the ones, look at it. Yeah, it's open. What else do you want? You're saying Generations is better than this? Look at Green Hill Generation. Look at this. Oh, what do you know? It's a straight path, an open straight path full of nothing, right? Not maybe a few enemies, but it's full of nothing until you get to this section to where you jump on a spring and then you go back to another section going straight and then turn and loop the loop. But what is it full of? Nothing.
He has a point, but at the same time, the footage he's showing for Sonic Frontiers was basically, it wasn't the final product. It wasn't the finished game. It wasn't the final product. So come on. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
You know why? Because Sonic can't go fast if there's a million obstacles in the middle of the track. I find it funny because you praise Generations for their level full of nothing, but then look at Sonic Frontiers because it's a trend to hate new Sonic games when it's literally almost the same thing.
Nah, cause watch when we get to Sonic Shadow Generations. Watch when people start hating on Sonic Generations as soon as we get Sonic Shadow Generations. Like, ooh boy, can't wait for that. Can't wait for Sonic Twitter to try to basically hate on that.
Again, here's City Escape. Here's City Escape from Generations. Oh wow. It's a straight road that turns a couple times, going straight down, full of what? A few cars that you can hit, but it's full of nothing, right? Because how can Sonic slide down the hill without hitting a ledge, a skate ramp, right? Oh, but Heroes and adventure games have perfect level design. Because
saying Heroes and the adventure games having perfect level design is it's a stretch. That's a stretch. Like, Do they have good level design? Yes, but some of it's kind of a stretch when you're trying to say perfect.
It's not a boost game. You're not really focusing on Sonic's speed in those games, are you? You're really just platforming and then maybe speed up when it's a little bit, but then platforming again, because that's what those games were made to do. This is a boost game. You're made to go fast without nothing really stopping you.
I think the problem that people have is that people just forget that Sonic is a platforming series, that it's a platforming franchise, that it's a mascot platforming franchise.
And then if you want your adventure gameplay, that's what the open world is for. No, it's not fully adventure, but it's where you can take your time, do some platforming, don't have to go super fast, and all of that, because that's the main core of the game. The cyberspace levels are just extra.
Yeah, he is correct. You don't really have to touch any other cyberspace levels other than the first 2 cyberspace levels you get into when starting the game. But straight after that, you do not have to touch any other cyberspace level when playing through Sonic Frontiers. You can literally do a whole cyberspace, like non-cyberspace level run on Sonic Frontiers and beat the entire game without touching any other cyberspace levels other than the first 2 cyberspace levels they force you to play in.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh yeah, this looks amazing, but I still had the same opinion. This game is either a make or break for me.
I'm like, it's just like what you said. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, if that's how he feels, then whatever. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, to be honest, who fucking cares? Like, at the end of the day, Sega's still gonna keep making Sonic games. Like, at the end of the day, like, they're still going to get their money, like, if he was to stop basically doing Sonic content, and if he was to stop doing Sonic videos, and if he was to stop playing Sonic. And at the end of the day, that's not going to stop, that's not going to hurt Sega at all. That's not going to hurt Sonic as a franchise at all either, because he's not the only SonicTuber on the damn planet. There's, like, many Sonic, like, news people that will cover Sonic, and possibly will keep going with Sonic. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world for Sonic. Sonic would just move on. Like, the planet would just move on. Like, nobody would give a fuck if he was to just stop.
I'm looking at you, Premdaremy. That's you saying that stupid shit. And that's you making everybody think these dumbass things in their head, bro. That's you. That's you, Prem. You have a terrible influence on this Sonic community.
Okay, so he's right, but then he's also wrong. And how I'm going to explain this is that it just comes to when you have people that have their own opinion, and they have a brain, and have brain cells, and then can form their own opinion, and that they're basically a leader and not a follower. You have those type of people, and then you have people that can't form an opinion for themselves, and they're just a bunch of followers, and they basically just follow whatever a YouTuber says, basically. Like, oh, if a YouTuber goes and says, oh, I hate Sonic Heroes, or oh, I hate Sonic Colors, oh, this is mid, oh, this is trash, this is bad, or basically, or they say that, oh, they like this game, or they like that. And then the person that doesn't have brain cells, and then basically can't form opinion for themselves, they would basically follow behind that YouTuber and say, oh yeah, I like that game too, or oh yeah, that game is trash, that game is terrible, that game is garbaggio. Like, they'll basically follow behind the YouTuber or follow behind the leader and basically take what they say as face value, or say that think that it's true. But then, oh, if the YouTuber does a 1080 and say that, oh, it says something different, then they'll do a 1080 and say the same thing, even though they were like, oh, they don't like that game, or oh, it's bad. But then all of a sudden they say, oh no, we like this game, oh, it's good. Like, yeah, pretty much.
You're a bitch.
Well, goddamn, I wasn't expecting that. He really just called him a bitch. Damn, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, that was basically the end of the video, and we're not finished yet. We're almost done, guys. We have one more video to look at. Okay, so the final video that he made about Prem is called Remy the Remy is the biggest hypocrite in the Sonic community. Damn, that's a long title. That is a long title.
Man, they give me no breathing room today, man. No breathing room, man. I'm trying to edit my Mario Kart 8x6 video, and then they're dropping.
You know, he's talking so much about how he has no breathing room, but has that stick lodged up his mouth.
Hey yo, pause, bro. Why are we starting like this? Why are we starting off like this? What the fuck? Pause, bro. Oh my god, pause. Now once he keep talking all the smack and it just down his throat, he definitely. What the fuck? Yo, what the Yo, okay, right when I thought he couldn't say anything worse, he said something 300 times worse. What the fuck? Oh my god. We ain't gonna have no breathing room then. Man, here we go talking about my old friend Premdaremy. And I know some of y'all know how much I just absolutely love that guy and his passion for Sonic the Hedgehog. Bro, damn, they best friends now? Y'all know Premdaremy, man. Premdaremy is like the worst Sonic YouTuber in history. Like, I just saying Premdaremy is the worst Sonic tuber in all of existence is kind of a stretch. I feel like we've already have a YouTuber that already has that title up their alley, you know what I'm saying? Gamer Guy 7 Faces. Gamer Guy 7 Aces. Don't understand. Like, he say he loves Sonic. Sonic is his Lord and Savior, but every little thing is a complaint. Even something good could be a complaint.
I really don't want to play this anymore. Like, I don't.
So he do. My man's talk shit about his Lord and Savior all the time. So like, you're not wrong about that. But at the same time, there's other Sonic tubers out there that do news that you could watch. There's other sources out there that you can watch that you don't have to watch Premdaremy if you don't like him. Like, that's how I see it with this whole situation. Review for Sonic Frontiers DLC 3, and he did a review for the newest Sonic game, Sonic Superstars. Now granted, I have not played Sonic Superstars, so like his criticisms could be like legit, but like, I played Sonic Superstars. I enjoyed the game, I like it, but I did not watch any of Prem's like videos that have to deal with Sonic Superstars in terms of reviews. The only thing I know is that somebody telling me on stream that he compared Sonic the Hedgehog 4 to Sonic Superstars, and at that point I did not want to watch the bullshit he was cooking. Nah, fuck that shit. Nope. That's the thing. It's really nothing like game breaking. Like, it's nothing about the game itself. It's pretty much just his opinion, which I guess that is what a review is, but a review is also like actually mentioning problems with the game, which is what Premdaremy is not doing in this video. Like, I'll show you one example right here.
I don't need 3 acts. I don't need a boss every single act, right? But with this game, I'm like, I'm gonna spend half the time doing bosses, and who really wants to do that, right? And before someone in the comments like, me, I like doing bosses more than level, cool, but I don't, okay? I want like 80+% level and whatever's left to be boss.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Did you hear what he said? You guys are gonna put in the comment that's what you like, but I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. See,
I don't really know what he means in terms of most of the level being bosses, because that's not necessarily true. When I played Sonic Superstars, most of the levels wasn't really mostly bosses. It was just basically you running through the level, and then yeah, Fang would pop up, and then you would have to dodge his missiles or some shit, or you would have to dodge his attacks, but that's about it. Like, eventually he just fucks off and you keep going with the level. And then yeah, there was one point where Fang, you get to actually fight Fang, but that's that one time. And what our guy here has said, he does has a point to where basically it's not really game breaking or nothing like that. Nothing really wrong with the game per se is what he's saying. It's just Prem being Prem, just nitpicking all the damn time when it comes to Sonic games and just being super negative. It's just normal shit that he always does. Y'all already know he doesn't like classic Sonic. Like, come on now. Like, we already know he doesn't like classic Sonic.
And that's the thing. I know Azuka or whatever the heck his name is. Listen, I know he watches Premdaremy. There's no way he doesn't. Like,
oh Oh please, if Azuka watched him, then we would have already have gotten like announcements like 062, or we could have already gotten announcements like Sonic Heroes 2 or some bullshit like that. Like, nah, man, nah, Azuka don't watch him.
Premdaremy, like I said, he's probably the worst, but he is like up there with the biggest Sonic channels on the YouTube platform. So there's no way he does not watch it. I know he takes a lot of criticisms from these guys.
What he really takes criticism from is them actual game reviewers and like Metacritic and IGN, and then not only them, but Sonic Twitter. But
that's the thing. He listens to Premdaremy because if Premdaremy doesn't like it, let's go ahead and make that into Sonic. You know, let's make Sonic how Premdaremy wants it, just so he can still complain about it.
All that hype for what? See, this is why disabled chat. Oh, it's members only, but this is why disabled chat. The people be saying all the shit, this, that, the third, and it's like, okay, but then what? Let me die.
I'm like, he's not wrong, but that last part though, Chief, what the actual fuck, man? Like, what the hell? I'm like, it's not even just Prem. Like, again, I said like it's actual like Metacritic, and then like game reviewers, and then Sonic Twitter.
He loves talking about how Sonic games need to be hard, but like when they find a way to make a Sonic game hard, granted a Sonic game, trying to make a Sonic game hard, he complains about it.
All out for a challenge, right? But it was just not the fun kind of challenge, right? If you want to make a hard mode, it can't just be spamming random blocks in places that they shouldn't be and hoping for the best. Or I don't know what they were thinking with that trip mode.
It's a mode in Sonic Superstars where you play as like a fucking lizard, and pretty much it's hard mode, I guess. And like, how are you supposed to make a 2D Sonic game harder than it already is?
Okay, hold the fuck up. Y'all thought Sonic Superstars was hard? Y'all thought that shit was hard? Y'all thought that the trip mode was hard? The only thing that was hard about Sonic Superstars was basically the last part, and that's about it. That's the only thing that I saw that was basically hard in Sonic Superstars. Everything else was kind of easy. Like, it was just normal gameplay. Like, I don't really see anything hard in Sonic Superstars other than the last part, with like the final boss with Eggman and that damn robot and shit, and then basically with Trip in the supersonic part. Like, that's the only part where I see it's hard. Y'all thought that Sonic Superstars was hard?
Other than putting more enemies, he complains how there's just a lot more enemies, that there's really nothing different. Like, what more can you do to a 2D Sonic game to make it harder than it already is? Seriously, I really want to see Premdaremy make a Sonic game. I want to see him make a Sonic game, and I just want to see him blow it out of the water. And then, speaking of him talking about Sonic games being hard, they actually made Sonic Update 3 hard. I don't like it, you know, but I've never...
We go with people complaining about the towers being hard when I had fun with the towers, I'm not gonna lie. The thing that was hard was basically the trials that were just dumb as hell. And then the final boss, the end, there was just certain stuff that you had to do in order to progress through the boss. But the thing is, Sega has this trend to where they don't tell you certain things you need to do in order to progress through something. They just throw you to the wolves and just say good luck.
Complain about a Sonic game being hard or easy, you know, I've never did that. But it's one thing for you to be somebody and then be a hypocrite and then go back on your word. He came out his mouth and said, I know I told everybody I wanted a Sonic game, but this is not what I meant.
You know, there's a saying for this. What is that saying again? Oh yeah, talk shit, get hit. That's the saying. Talk shit, get hit. Everybody wanted a Sonic game so damn hard. Like, everybody kept wanting that harder Sonic game. The saying right here is talk shit, get hit.
Like, just watch the clip.
Right, it's like Sonic fans will be like, well, you guys asked for difficulty, right? And he gave it to you, right? Kishimoto's been known for some piss easy Sonic games, namely Sonic Colors, you know. And I guess he's finally taken that to heart and said, okay, we'll make something harder. Which, okay, good. Make something harder, right? But increasing the difficulty means making more interesting challenges. It doesn't just mean removing lifelines, like taking away checkpoints or taking away the stats that you spent the whole save file, however many hours, working so hard to build. right? I don't think that's what good difficulty is. And some people like that gauntlet style shit, okay? I'm not saying that it's bad for everyone. It's bad for me and a lot of people.
I like how Mans is trying to speak for other people when he just says, oh, a lot of people. But no, it's mainly just him. No, he doesn't care about like what everybody else's like opinion on this. No, it's just his opinion. He's not, it's just mainly him.
And with him saying something what he doesn't like, he says, I know a lot of people like this type of game, but I don't like it. Prim, is this a Sonic game made for you personally? No, bro. Get out of here. Sonic is not only you fucking milk dud looking at boy.
It kind of makes me think that big Sonic tubers like Prem, I would say, basically have that entitlement to think that, oh, Sega just makes Sonic games specifically for them or some bullshit like that. Well, not only them, but Sonic Twitter as well.
I love that he didn't make it piss easy, but it was just so punishing, right? Like, this is why, like, it felt like it was harder than Eggman Land, because Eggman Land, right, was still hard, and I love Eggman Land, but there were checkpoints everywhere, and Unleashed was actually the first Sonic game to have respawnable one-ups. In Unleashed, you would put a one-up before a tough section, and every time you died or went back to that section, the one-up would be there again, so that if you kept dying in that section, you wouldn't even run out of lives.
I just want y'all to remember that this is the same guy that complained about Tails saving you from falling to your death. It actually doesn't change anything because you still get a loading screen. When you fall down, you still get a loading screen. So you technically die, you just don't lose a life.
There's no life for you to lose at all in Sonic Colors Ultimate because there's no lives in general. Like, you can basically jump off the into a bottomless pit. You could basically die as many times as you want, and there's nothing basically punishing you about it other than that you're just not going to get a good score in the end of the level. There's no way for you to basically get a game over, and when you do get a game over in the original Sonic Colors, you would have to start the level all over again. You would basically have to start from your previous save file.
Same guy talking about in a previous Sonic game where when you die, the checkpoint is before you get another life. So that way when you die, you can go back and get the life. So it's like you didn't die. That's pretty much what the Tails save is. It's just in a different format. Like, you...
Again, that's not true. That's actually wrong, and I'm not going to repeat myself on why that's wrong, because I've said it multiple times already.
You complain that that's not in the game, but complain that Tails saves you in the game? What are you talking about, Prim? You're dumb. Oh my God, I hate this guy. I can't believe y'all like him. And I done made 3 videos about Premdaremy, and I always have a few comments that's saying he can have an opinion. He can have an opinion, but don't go back on it when your opinion becomes a fact. You know, like I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. But I'm done, man. Premdaremy, I hope I don't have to make another video about you, especially with the Sonic Dream Team. You're saying that you had critiques about Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Superstars, but you see the trailer for Sonic Dream Team and you say there's nothing that you can see wrong with it? And then he's saying that now during the review come out, it's gonna be something about it's too easy. I guarantee you 100%. 100%. And if they don't, if Premdaremy doesn't complain about it being too easy in his review for that game, I will do a giveaway. A giveaway of something, but a giveaway will be happening on this channel. If that's not a complaint that Premdaremy had.
Damn, for all my fellas that thought that y'all was gonna get a giveaway from him, like, let it be known, Premdaremy is the most negative ass motherfucker when it comes to like Sonic tubers in general, and I don't think he has anything positive to say about any other Sonic game unless it's Sonic Heroes or Sonic 06. Anyway, that was the end of the video. We finally made it, guys. We finally made it to the end. That was the last video he did on Premdaremy. If you guys want to check out the videos for yourself, I'm gonna just show y'all the channel name for you guys real quick. Anyway, moral of the story is, if y'all don't like Premdaremy, y'all don't have to watch him. Like, there's more Sonic tubers out there that basically do news channels. Like, there's more Sonic tubers out there that do news channels. Y'all don't have to watch Premdaremy if y'all don't like him. Also, Sonic Twitter sucks. Anyway, I want to thank you you guys so much for watching this wonderful video, and if you guys liked it, and if y'all want to see more content like this, please tell me down below in the comments. Also, y'all gotta hit that like button, y'all gotta slap that subscribe button, y'all gotta falcon punch that freaking notification bell, so y'all be notified when I do another video, live stream, or community post. Please take care of yourselves and have a damn good one. Peace.